currently experiencing an allergy due to a little bit of dust in my flat, which is marvelous. So I'm just at the moment, it's I'm just thinking how it's great how the universe expresses its love in that way. Now, 3 or 4 months ago, maybe six, about between 3 and 6 months ago, I wouldn't necessarily be speaking in those terms.
Mhm.
I'd be a little bit more like sort of intellectual and like sort of using like sort of psychological jargon rather than words like love, for example. But I find that anything any expression, anything that is experienced, not necessarily that I experience, is very is just a an expression of love at its like sort of at it in its most pure form. So um so I've got this allergy, I've got this around my nose, etc. And it's just happening. And I I've learned to drop the story around it. So drop the me, drop the story. It doesn't happen all the time, but it's part of an ongoing process.
Mhm.
And it's just coming back to a raw feeling, whether that be physical, whether that be more abstract, whatever it might be, it's beautiful. And in its pureness and in its innocence, and it really is as simple as like sort of dropping for just 1 or 2 seconds, just dropping the story
Mhm.
and realizing that there's like on the course that we had before, there are hidden desires there that want to keep you there and want to keep you attached to this identity. And I was trying to reconcile the idea of your protection of everything's not an enemy. Nothing's an enemy at all. And one of the biggest lessons that I learned was to drop the fighting, to drop the resistance. It's the fighting that makes all the even the yeah buts. The yeah buts are handy in inquiry to a certain degree, right?
Yeah. Yes, but
You've got to do that. Yeah. Yes buts, yes buts. But it's the point is that you get to a point where you think, okay, I've tried so many things and I've tried fighting this, I try using the mind for this, I try using the mind for that in every single direction that I can think of. And it's not nothing's things have shifted, but temporarily,
uh,
and it's never been complete. So so the point is so the point I'm making is that the the drop in the story is massive. And to me, I when I when I got from dropping the story to rephrasing it to dropping to uh, unlearning to unravel to unlearn what you've learned already, and because that's essentially what it means,
mhm, mhm.
is is just uh, massive. Is the conditioning. You know, I've not seen through the illusion, but it's just so. It's just so. I can't say nearly there. Not really, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything. But it's just something that it's the nowness is just it's just all, isn't it? I mean, you're in everybody's here, everybody's conversing, and we're in different time space. We're in different spaces, in different time zones, and you know, but
Conceptually,
really,
yes.
it's yeah, conceptually, it's all one time zone, and uh, it's all one space, and you know, I've I've taken quite a while to reconcile those things with what my conditioning tells me, but it's it's profound. So yeah, I'm uh, I'm very much enjoying my what do you call it, my allergy at the moment,
Oh,
but just
sweet.
in a totally different way.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, surprise, surprise. That too
Yeah,
can be, can be.
absolutely. I was a you know, a hard line, no, not hard line, but I read The God Delusion by Richard Dawkins, etc., things like that, and you know, very intellectuality, very cynical about, you know, I was brought up Catholic, and no, not necessarily any bad experiences happened, but nothing really chimed with me in that respect, apart from the fact that there may be some sort of higher force. So, you know, when you bring the esoteric things into it, then that's when I think when things start to become more intellectualized and more separate in a way. So in this way, bringing it
Mhm.
back and without the rituals and without the dogma, etc., and the beliefs that you so wisely said, you know, we need anyway, not to demonize them. Yeah. Then, but just not to identify with them. You can say that in a single sentence and it would make sense intellectually. However, it takes more than that. It really is experiential, isn't it?
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't think your way
No.
into seeing. You have to look and see
Mm.
what's going on. Because if we could think it, we could just read all these books and know it. but
Yeah.
it's but that's all that remains, just words about words about somebody else's experiences.
Yeah.
Because the looking is the one thing, the only thing that pops the bubble,
Mm.
that pierces the veil. That's
But
all it is. The whole
yeah.
thing is about looking, and everything else is the dance around. But that
It sounds
looking
like,
is it's not a one time thing. It's now
yeah.
fresh.
And that's what I'm saying. I suppose I'm not good at what you would conventionally say cracked, but the crack in the code. But I do have a you know, a better understanding of it. Yeah.
That's interesting because what you describe, what you are saying, it does
It's
sound
better.
it does sound different.
Yeah,
So
it
this
does.
this idea
Yeah.
I haven't seen through. It's just some old belief.
Prediction loop, isn't it? Yeah.
It's some old identity. Oh, I need to
Yeah.
keep looking. I need to keep seeking.
And
But
it's
you
great when
already
it comes
see.
through live like this,
Uh-huh.
you know, because then you can say, because you've got to do that in order to allow it to, otherwise you're just spiritual bypassing, aren't you?
Right?
You can just, you know, allow things to come through, even if they come through like sort of, whoa, little fish in the net there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Look,
that's it. And
let's catch that
I
one.
just caught one. Yeah, yeah.
What's
That's
that?
great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't seen through illusion. What are you? What are you, silly dog?
exactly. So yeah, it's definitely a seeing for me. It's a seeing. It's so simple, isn't it? You can
Right.
intellectualize it all you want.
Yeah.
And what even is intellectualization? Do you know what I mean? It's just like sort of, you know, you look at something like, you know, the curtains or whatever, and you go, you don't truly know what it means. You know, you don't know what it means. You know, you might know its function within a certain frame of learning, but it's like you just don't know what it is. Don't know what anything is.
Yep. And yet it's here.
Yeah. That's it. It just is. That's it. That's the only thing we can say for certainty. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, Ilona.
Hi,
Hello, everybody.
George. Hello
Hey,
Hi
and
there.
George.
hello, hello.
Hello, hello. I'm 85 years old, and the problem is that I'm 85 years old. That is to say, my body is beginning to go downhill like an 85-year-old. I can no longer do activities that I could have done either 2 or 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And my mind is going downhill. I still think clearly, unfortunately, but
Unfortunately.
yes, but I'm getting more forgetful.
Mm-hmm.
And the real problem is I don't accept that. I really reject that. I want to be 50 again. I know that's impossible. And I know I have a choice. I can have just gratitude that I'm still here and still alive, or I can look to the future, look to see what's happening and reject it. And what I'm doing is I'm rejecting it. I'm saying, this
Okay, that's your
nothing
choice.
should.
That's your
Well,
choice. Okay.
well, yes, but I don't see it as a choice. That is, it would certainly be a lot better if I would just have gratitude. That is, I've looked up the people who were born in the same year that I was. About 24% of them are still alive. So
Wow.
I can have gratitude that I'm still here
Mm-hmm.
and I'm in relatively good health,
Yeah.
no pain, whatever. And
Wow.
I've also made the statement that as long as I'm in good health and my wife is in good health, I will be happy. Well, I'm in good health and my wife is in good health, but I'm not always happy.
Oh, you want to be always happy.
No, I don't want to be always happy. Well, of course, I'd love to be always happy. I have no expectations there. But what I would really like to get to the point of accepting what is so. So what is so, if I look in the past, I'm, you know, I can't I can't walk as far as I used to. I can't anyhow, I don't want to go through details. But anyhow, that's what's going on with me.
Okay, so let's accept that you're complaining.
Yes, that's a good word. I'm complaining. Also, I find that when I talk to my wife, I complain a lot. Yes, I'm
All right,
complaining.
let's just accept that, like allow that. We're complaining. It's just a pattern.
Yeah,
It's not you. It's just an old pattern. Keeps playing.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
It's an old pattern that keeps playing. This complaining pattern.
Yes, it's an old pattern that keeps playing. Yes.
Yeah. So let's complain consciously. It's
Well,
only keeping you in prison when it's running unconsciously. But if you complain consciously, it's what it's like. Let's complain.
okay. So what I was doing when I is earlier, I was complaining about the fact that I was complaining. And what I see you're suggesting is just recognizing that I'm complaining.
Complaining is like it's one way that humans connect. Sharing the misery, sharing what's
Yes.
wrong, what I don't like. That's one way that humans connect. It's kind of two people meet, and if they share what's wrong in their lives, they feel like connected. Because everyone knows the misery. So it's a pattern. That's societies are built like that. Cultures are built like that. Like it's normal to complain. It's completely normal to complain. The only thing is that we don't question what's good out of it. Does it make you feel good? Does it make other people feel good? Is anyone listening to these complaints and registering and making changes for you? Or is just mind noticing what is wrong, expressing that, and saying, yeah, told you so, it's wrong. See, they confirming it to me, it's wrong.
Yes, that's what I do. I complain. Now, what about the idea of just feeling and expressing gratitude?
Well, you can't fake it.
No, I can't fake it.
So it's either you are feeling grateful or not.
But I can feel grateful that I'm still alive. I can feel grateful that I'm in relatively good health. I'm not dying.
Okay, now let's not think about it. Let's feel grateful. Because thinking, I can do this, I can do that. What's about, look at that. Well, I'm still here.
Yes.
Life is still here. It's amazing. Wow.
Yes, it's amazing I'm still here. Also, I've looked at the fact that it's amazing that I even exist.
Right.
That is, if my great grandfather on my father's mother's side had not been horny one night, I wouldn't have been here. I wouldn't be here.
What a miracle.
Yes, yes, but seriously, what a
Yeah.
miracle just to be here and just to be alive.
Yeah. And having lived through so many years and having so many experiences.
Yes, and the other thing I can do, and I've really tried to make a project out of this,
Uh-huh.
is try to have fun. That is, try to schedule activities that are fun instead of lamenting that I've only a few weeks or a few years, who knows how long left. Why not instead just schedule activities that are fun and maximize the pleasure I can get out of whatever time I have left?
Well, that's so wonderful. And I think I heard this somewhere. Have fun.
Yes, I guess. Oh, I guess I have nothing else to say except that I'm frustrated in the sense that I've been always wanting to wake up, and that hasn't happened. Then maybe it won't happen. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, when this idea drops that I want to wake up, you find yourself awake. Because even the word want, it says, I don't have it. I don't have it. I want
Yes,
it.
but I can't drop that again. It would be a fake. I really do want it, and I really have the thought I don't have it, and I want it. That's what's real for me.
Mhm.
That's what's true.
Yeah. So let's go into that one thing. That's the way in. Can you just want with all you've got?
Yes, I can do that.
Yeah, let's just want for a little bit. Just feel that wanting. Deep, deep, deep. True wanting.
Okay. Yes. Wanting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you, Ilona. Thank you.
You're welcome. Because what happens if you find yourself awake? Then there is nobody to complain to, no reason to complain. Have to,
Yes, that would be terrible and nothing to complain about.
I know.
I don't know if you're familiar with Gilbert and Sullivan, but there's a song in there that someone lament as part of it, one of the operettas. Someone complains that they've got nothing to complain about.
Oh yeah, that's.
It's,
I haven't heard the song, but I know the feeling.
yes, yeah,
Yeah, it's so beautiful. Sometimes I meet people for months, and then one day they come on a call, and I say, "So what's going on? What's cooking?" And they say, "Oh, I don't know. I have no problems." I'm like, "Wow, if that's the only problem you have, you are free. I have no problems." Ouch.
yes, thank you.
Mm. But this mind's tendency to look for what's wrong is really built in, built in by repetition, years after years after years. Tell you one time I was in a car with somebody that I never met before. It's just like a neighbor, but I never met him before. And he's giving me a lift to a town, which is, I don't know, half an hour drive. And I'm sitting in that car. I don't know what to talk to him. And he's so quiet as well. So I find my mind looking around the fields, 'cause it's like countryside, just looking around and thinking, what should I say that is wrong? What should I say that is bad or what I don't like? It wasn't looking for, some positive conversation or even curiosity about the other person. It was like, what should I say that is wrong? And when I saw that, it made me laugh. I didn't say anything to the person, but for me myself, it was kind of a joke. Yeah, because when it's quiet and there is some another person, you want to say something, the first thing is like, what can I complain about? Just, sun is shining, grass is green, birds are singing, nice countryside, beautiful day. End of conversation, right? So it's nice just not to say anything at all. Just listen to the music in the car and not spread the ideas of what is wrong, you know? Oh, that was a little story from my life. Okay, would anyone else like to share, explore, say something, complain about something? Mhm.
Yeah, I've got a couple of questions.
Hi,
First of
Braden.
all, hey,
Hi,
thank you for
nice to
doing
meet you.
this. You too. Yeah, I've been spending some time on the Liberation Unleashed blog, working with Stacy there. And yeah, I've done a bunch of the exercises and I've seen, I don't know, I've done like the hand flipping and I'll see that nobody's really controlling it. I've even had this weird experience where I saw this feeling of I is just a thought. Like it's sort of labeled onto experience after the fact.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I just keep looking for the self, looking. I never find anything. I have these like cool experiences, I guess. But then after the experiences, I always just feel like, oh, I'm just back to me again. Um, yeah, and I still just feel like I'm just my normal self, basically.
Uh-huh. And is there idea that you would not feel your normal self? That you shouldn't
Hmm.
be feeling your normal self?
Yeah, I guess there's like this idea that there's supposed to be a shift or like I should be experiencing things differently in some way.
Yes and no. It's not that the things change, it's where you're looking from that shifts. But let me bring this to the very simplicity of what is going on here. And it's about seeing what is actual and what is imagined. For example, when you were a little kid, did you believe in some kind of Easter bunny or Santa Claus or some kind of magical creature? Do you remember?
Yeah.
What was it? What was it?
I believed in Santa Claus.
Yeah, me too, me too. So, do you remember how you found out that Santa Claus was not real?
Yeah. My mom told us one day after bugging her a bunch.
So you interrogated your mom and she confessed.
Yeah, she cracked.
Okay, so what happened then for the Santa or to the Santa? What happened to the Santa?
Yeah, I guess there was like some inkling of like Santa's probably not real, but like it felt like it was just confirmed, and then that belief just like yeah disappeared, I guess, or went away.
Right. Did you need to go to look for Santa to make sure that he's not real?
No,
Why not?
because I knew it was just like a belief. It wasn't real in the first place, so there's nothing to find.
Right. Precisely that. Yes. Because it was a belief that he's real. And then it was questioned and recognized that it was just a belief. Now, when you are going to look for a self, for something that doesn't exist, it's like going to the North Pole looking for Santa. So belief hasn't dropped yet because he's still looking for something that doesn't exist. So what do you look for the self? Or what do you look for the I?
Hmm. I guess there's still something around like control or like agency, like I'm choosing where to focus attention or like having some type of intention that controls my actions.
Do you choose
Feels like
intention?
there's
That's a good question. Do you choose intention? Or do you notice it when it's either on and off?
hmm. Yeah, I guess I just notice it. It's like, huh. It's hard to give up this idea of control though.
Okay, because it's really not it's not control that you are giving up. It's wanting to control.
Hmm.
Wanting to control. That's all it is. Wanting to control. The idea of control is not controlling anything, but there is wanting to control, wanting to hold on to the idea of control in order to feel safe. But then let's bring it all to experience right now, because the looking and recognition can only be here, now. What are you controlling right now?
Hmm. I don't know. That's a tricky question.
Oh no, it's very good question. It's not tricky at all. It's like, really, come on, what are you controlling right now?
Huh.
Are you controlling the air, the The colors, the sounds, the temperature, the lighting, the sensations, thoughts maybe, emotions. What are you controlling right now?
Yeah, I can understand it, like intellectually, that I'm not controlling anything.
And what's the experience? Look and experience.
Hmm. Yeah, everything's just like arising, I guess.
How do you do that?
I mean, it's not me doing it. Hmm.
See,
Yeah.
the crazy idea is if I let go of control, something will fall apart, or life will collapse, or things are not going to get done, or whatever story the mind is creating about it. It's just that. It's a fear showing up as a story, saying, "Oh, don't look, don't. I don't want you to recognize this because then the game is over. Can't play this anymore."
Hmm.
But if there really is no self, or there is no separate entity managing life happening, why would anything change? If it's not here already, if it's not here now, why would anything change?
Yeah, it's like the Santa thing, like nothing changes. Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
you're welcome. It's really a joke. We're in this kind of joke where the mind creates the game and plays the game and doesn't want to be found out that it's not real. Does the game look like this? Me, the person, wants to awaken so that the person would disappear, or that I would get rid of a person. It's really weird because the me doesn't exist already. There's a story going on about me awakening, trying to get somewhere, to awaken, to get rid or get detached from the person, which is just complete mind fabrication. It's a very weird story when you start looking at it.
Hmm.
Because it already knows somewhere that me doesn't exist. There is no me. But then there is this me that wants to see that there is no me. It's like a twisted story about Santa that wants to recognize that it's not real. What kind of movie is that?
Yeah.
Thank you, Braden. Hope this helps a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much.
Sweet. You're welcome. Oh, we have two hands, Swan and Tammy. Swan was first. All
I'll make
good.
it quick.
Okay,
I'll make
great.
it quick. Don't worry.
I'm not
I think
worried.
I tried to turn on the video, but I've experienced problems with Zoom before. I think it might
Okay.
not turn on.
Okay.
What did I want? I resonated strongly with your introduction. Yeah, I can say that. I just wanted to speak. Just the challenge was just to speak, to be honest, to appear. And what else? I have the realization I don't really want to let go of my story. Exactly. I don't really want to get rid of it. I want to keep suffering. This is fun.
Okay. You're afraid to keep suffering. Don't have to let go.
Yeah.
You can suffer all you want, you know?
Yeah.
You don't have
one
to get rid of it.
It's one of the last realizations, really, that you really want to have it the way it is. You tell yourself the story, oh, I really want enlightenment and end of suffering. But no, you want to keep it.
Yeah, because that's where identity lives.
That's where identity lives. Yeah.
Me
For me, it's
and
still
my
like
pain.
me and my pain. Yes, that's the identity, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would I be without my pain? I would be nothing. Like, something
Sorry.
like that.
But if you want to be something with pain, you can be something with pain. That's the game that mind is playing.
Yeah. It's like also something about being right. I want to be right about this or something.
Yeah, that's also a hidden desire. Being right, kind of, I told you so. See?
Yeah, I've heard that before. Like, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Can't have both.
Yeah. You want to be right, you have to keep fighting and defend and attack. And guess what?
I didn't really ask the question, did I? I just wanted.
Well, you just wanted to say that you want to keep suffering, and they say, okay, why not?
The thing is, when I start talking to somebody like this, I just become aware of my own blind spots as well. You know,
that's
you just comes into consciousness, you see it, and then okay. So it just helps to talk about it. Anyway, I wanted to give Tammy some time. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sven. Lovely to see you again. Okay, Tammy, please.
Hear me, not see me.
Yes. Tammy.
Hey, Ilona.
Hi.
Good to see you and hear you. And I guess I just wanted to check in. I resonated a lot with some stuff that you said at the beginning. And I guess for me, just to check in and say, what I've been experiencing lately is keeping on doing some inquiry into this kind of stuff and experiments and attending meetings and stuff. And yeah, I think I was attending a lot of them for a while and now a little bit less, but just a feeling of a lot of tension in the body, a huge buzzing, and I think kind of a lifetime of trying to solve it and turning to thought and trying to get up the energy and the motivation and to go kind of to solve the things. And then I find myself kind of stuck. That's a little bit dying down, but not enough. And there's just a lot of discomfort or pain a lot of the time. And it wouldn't even be so terrible, except there's just this contraction in the chest and the posture, and I can't breathe. And then I try to solve it. And then there's despair. And then I get ramped up and ramped up. In other words, I don't seem to be able to get out of it, whether I try to ramp up and solve or whether I try to relax into it. And then sometimes on meetings like this, by the end, I'm kind of a lot more relaxed. And there's a relaxation, but I can't seem to cause that on my own. And whether I go into mind, whether I go into exploration, whether I try to accept it, whether I take a walk, no matter what, it'll be there for an entire day or for 10 or 12 hours or for 2 days.
You know what you can
And
look at?
Yeah.
There is one thing you can look at. Is your relationship with that contraction. Your relationship with that contraction. Not the contraction and sensation itself, because it's there, right? And looking at it, you may relax for a little bit, but there is also your relationship with that sensation, or your thoughts about it, the feelings about it. So if you look there, what do you notice?
It's not just like neutral. It's not like, oh, everything is lovely and then there's a small contraction in the chest. It's like the whole body and mind is like overwhelmed and contracting and trying to solve it and trying not to solve it. It's just there's
So
some big
what's the relationship? You want to get rid of it? You want to change it?
I want
You don't
something.
like it?
I want relief. I want relief because it's unbearable to live like that for long periods of time. So I either want to accept it or get rid of it or not care about it. Something like whatever enlightenment idea anyone has or whatever relief idea anyone has, I've tried it. You know what I mean? Like I try it. I try
not gonna help.
accepting it or loving it or releasing it, and it's still there. I'm like, okay, I've tried all the things. Now what? It's still
now
here.
what? It's just look at your relationship with it. Pushing. That builds the tension. Stop pushing.
But that's the thing. The nature of it is the contraction and the push. It's not even what I'm doing. It's like it's doing itself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you can see that. You can let it do its thing. How about letting it do its thing? How about setting it free? It can do whatever it likes.
That whole storm of the body, the mind, the psyche, the emotions, the trying to stop it, the not wanting to try to stop it, all of that, like
can do it all at once.
it does, but even that doesn't seem to solve it. Like now, towards the end of the meeting,
it's still trying to solve it. How about just letting it be the way it is and letting it do what it does? Not trying
but how
to
is that
solve
different than my whole life?
Oh, okay, let's not think about it. Just let it be.
But it's always been. So what is the difference in doing that?
Just letting it be. It's always been here, so it can be continuously, forever, letting it be. Because pushing doesn't work, as you see.
I guess at this point, I'm not sure what's pushing and what's not pushing. In other words,
wanting to get rid of it, wanting to change it, wanting to solve it is pushing.
But I can't help that either.
Yeah. So letting that also be.
So it all just was yesterday and today. And now towards the end of the meeting, there was calmer, but and then I get upset because it's like, now I'm calm. Why can't I do this without Ilona talking? It's like.
That's also a belief. That is feeding it. Like you need something external to get relief. What you need is literally letting it be. Opening up yourself more, giving it more space because it's tight and it wants to open.
I don't seem to be able to relax into it. That's the thing. And then I get really upset that I can't seem to accept it and relax and open.
Well,
I guess I don't know how to
then
solve
be
it.
with that contraction as it is without trying to change it. You know, a simple example would be when you pay attention to breathing, it changes. Did you notice that? If you're breathing all the time, but as soon as you pay attention to breathing, it changes. But what if you can pay attention to breathing and letting it breathe the way it wants to breathe? It's just
like
like
unbearable. it feels unbearable because the breathing is so constricted and the chest is so contracted, and I start to spin. How can I fix my posture? But I can't fix my posture because I can't exercise because I'm sick. How do
And
I
then
show
you
it?
go into your head and trying
Go
to
into the
fix
head,
something
yes.
that doesn't need to be fixed, but you can let it be. That's the secret. It's not letting
Why
it
doesn't it
go.
need to
It's
be
not pushing it away. It's letting it be.
Why doesn't it need to be fixed?
Because it's not broken. It's doing its thing. And you cannot fix it.
Mm-hmm.
The wanting to fix it is tension. Letting it be allows it to self-resolve eventually.
Mm-hmm. And there's no way of knowing if this will go on for me forever or if it will resolve.
Let it be, stay forever. And then if it goes, great. If it stays, great. But if you let it be, then you make space for it. Integrate it.
Mm-hmm.
Because see, with this process, there is a lot of energetic stuff going on. It's not just mind waking up. It's the whole energy system is rewiring. And there's more charge there. So the idea is not to get rid of the charge, but open yourself more. So the charge is not feeling bad. Non-resistance is letting it be.
It makes sense because sometimes I feel much more relaxed, but sometimes I feel like I'm getting worse. And so that makes sense. You're saying it can bring up a lot of charge and stuff to go through this process. All right, that explains some stuff. But trying to let it be feels like fighting it. It's saying, I want to close, I want to close, I want to contract. And I'm saying, no, 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 open. It feels like fighting it.
No, it's not open. Don't even do that.
Oh, okay.
Letting it be. What that means, letting it be.
Letting it contract and buzz and everything.
Yeah. Letting it be. Allowing it here. Meeting it as it is.
Okay, because it could go on for a day or two. It just seems a lot of time to be able to let it be, but
give it 10 years. As I say, let it stay here forever. It's the time. Time is another constriction that doesn't exist. So what? It can be here forever. If you decide that, then there is almost immediately more space around it because it can be.
All right. Well, you're saying it's part of the process is encouraging. Maybe that'll help me to allow it to be. So thank you for you being Ilona.
Thank you. Thank you, Tammy. Nice to hear from you. And thank you everyone for staying with us and for sharing, just being here. And I will see you all very, very soon again in a couple of weeks. We can see what else wants to unravel. Bye for now. Thank you.
Thanks, Ilona.
Thank you. Bye
Thanks
now.
so much. And thanks.